After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Pen, Hook, and Needles Podcast, episode 143. It is Tuesday, February 24th, and it's almost, 3 o'clock? I can't see.
I don't have my watch on that has the clock. That has the day on it.
It's about 10 to 3. Welcome to Pen, Hook, and Needles Podcast. It is, as I said, episode 143. I am Marlacia, also known as Lady Fornico, just about everywhere except my writing sites where I am Shadowlight or Shadowlight1 or Marlacia. Who are you?
And my name is Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy on Ravelry, Instagram, and just about everywhere else.
Okay, before we go into our welcomes of new members who have officially joined, I want to ask you, what's in your mug? I am drinking is it Earl Grey?
It's Earl Grey Moonlight.
In my PHN mug. And thank you. I've gotten a couple of messages that people want the mugs. We are working on it. I'm sorry for the slow...
We need to put up a thread.
We need to put... Well, I need to first talk to Daddy about exactly how to go about doing it.
Well,
he told me... we'll have to put it up.
Yeah.
Because we've had several...
Because he's like, it's in our... He says it's in our court.
It's in our court. So I will probably put up a thread that where you can say if you want the mug, if you want the bag, if you want both. If there was anything else that you saw in the prizes that you want, let us know.
Apparently it's not important, though, what I have in my mug.
No, it isn't.
I have my PHN mug as well this time. There we go. And in it, Denise, I have that tea that you sent me a couple bags of, and I end up getting the whole box. So this is Tazo Passion. It's a nice, strong tea, and I know some people that might not sound like a good thing, but to me, my hair, sorry. There we go.
That's why I'm wearing a hat today. Brittany, if you recognize this, I borrowed Davina's hat.
Yes, she did. But, Denise, yeah, I actually think saying it's a strong tea is a good thing, because if it's not a strong tea, I can't taste it. Usually.
And this tea is really good for headaches. I don't know what it's been on Tuesdays. We've had weather and I've had headaches. This tea helps it go away, at least for the podcast.
It's your headache tea.
So thank you, Karen Faye. Okay, as we said, we want to welcome all new and returning viewers. Thank you for joining us. We know that your time is precious. You have a lot of things to grab your attention. We want to welcome new viewers, new members who maybe were old viewers but hadn't joined yet. First want to welcome Owls, who is Hannah, and I do love her name.
I guess she hadn't been a part yet.
No, you'd invited her, but she hadn't joined.
That's right, she hadn't seen it yet.
She hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah, she was my swap partner, the one who got me that awesome Batman, and had the Dick Grayson as Batman comic in there. I went on and on about it last.
If you're a nerd, you ought to check out her project page. She's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And she makes a lot of toys.
Yes.
You're gonna like the toy along that we have in December. It is Hannah.
Yeah.
It is Hannah. Yeah.
And the next one coming up, the Autism Awareness.
Autism Awareness. Yeah. All you have to do is bright colors.
Yeah. So and then Little Pan Company, who is Sarah. Now, I'll warn you in advance, we have an influx of Sarahs this time around. So, Little Pan Company, who is Sarah, welcome.
She was also Minority Swap Group.
Yes, and I think she does a lot of toys and baby things, if I remember.
I think you're right.
Naughty Hookin', who is Jennifer. Welcome, Jennifer.
Not a Sarah.
And this is another Jennifer. Jennifer J. 2010, who is Jennifer. Welcome, Jennifer.
Welcome, Jennifers.
S.E. Hepworth, who is Sarah. Welcome, Sarah. Wiznitz, who is Johnny, who, interestingly enough, is a female. Johnny. I wonder, is your name really Johnny or is it Jondra? I had a friend when I was growing up whose name was Jondra.
You had a friend?
Yes, I had one whole friend.
Wow.
Johnny. So welcome, Johnny. We're glad to have you with us. S. Bodkinsu? I don't know. Sarah. Welcome, Sarah.
Hang on, where?
Right here. Sbodkinso.
Spodkinsu.
Spodkinsu. Sarah. Welcome, Sarah. I think I mistyped this. I think it's actually Monsoon Sari, who is Sarah.
I need you to stop typing them and start copying and pasting, because when you type them, you make a lot of mistakes.
Normally I don't type them, but this time I did. Sarah.
You actually do it a lot.
Good. She had a different Ravelry name. That's why I had to type it, because she had a different name, and I just went ahead and replaced it. And she told me that she did change her name. So Sarah, welcome. Knitterly Good, who is Julie. Welcome, Julie.
Welcome, Julie.
Crafty Mom 77, who is Amanda. Welcome, Amanda.
I thought you said we did an influx of Sarah. Oh, I guess we had one other Sarah.
We had 3 other Sarahs. Writing in my head, who is Donna, who actually, interestingly enough, is one of my writing friends. So welcome,
I thought
Donna.
she was already part of the group.
No, that was Catherine.
Oh, who's writing in my head on your writing groups?
Donna.
As in Birdie Donna?
No.
Okay.
A different Donna. Okay. SISCOEIS 12, who is Suzanne. Welcome, Suzanne. Marigold Jenny.
Oh, hey.
Marigold Jen has awesome yarn.
Yes, she does.
And we're glad to have her with us, regardless of whether or not she has awesome yarn. But
Mom was gonna wear the Zuz's petals that I had made for her out of
I got
Jen's
a little warm,
yarn.
so I took it off. But
well, it is kind of. I feel a little warm with my turtleneck.
Yeah, and I feel a little warm with the hat and everything. I may have to take the sweater off in a little bit. And then the last official new member is Knitter54, who is Nancy. Welcome aboard, Nancy. Welcome all of you. We're happy to have you, all our newcomers. We are so excited that you joined us officially. And if you're still in the shadows lurking, or if you're new and you haven't quite gotten the time or the nerve to join, we really don't bite. We'd love to have you with us. Not hard. And she's had all the shots. We would love to have you join us. We're inching up to 420 members, which is exciting.
Yes.
Which leads us into the 400 member giveaway. I did do the random number generator just before we started the podcast, and the first one that came up.
Did you lock the thread?
I did.
Okay.
The first one who came up was number 37. We had 55 people. I took off my post because the first one, my post, so 2 through 55. The first one was number 37, who is Soul Stitches, Margaret, and she's in Spain.
Yay.
So that's exciting. You had the teal colorway, that blue, like this one here. You had that color, so we'll get it off to you as soon as we can get to the post office. The second number was number 55, who just squeaked in under the wire. That's a.k.a. Harley Mama, who is Sandy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sandy won the rose color yarn. And
that looks like some nice yarn.
They're both nice yarns. And so...
of course, I'm inclined to see the rose yarn because that's my color.
Yeah.
That's the one I bought to give up. But, yeah.
Welcome welcome. Congratulations to both Sandy and to Margaret.
Welcome and congratulations.
Yes.
You're being welcomed all over again.
Yes. Soul Stitches and a.k.a. Harley Mama, please send me your addresses so I can get, Ty and I can get it off to the post office. Your prizes. I hope you like the yarn. It was just sitting in our stash looking at us. So it's
at least we're headed into my weekend off. So.
Yes. So hopefully the weather is
cooperative.
It's been really kind of nasty the last week.
I think we're supposed to get some snow early Wednesday morning.
Great. More snow.
I don't think it's supposed to be a whole lot.
I send it all to Tanya.
But Tanya's in our area.
Yes. But not real close. I send it all to Tanya. And to Emily at the beach. I sent it to Emily at the beach. I put on Instagram a picture of all the snow we got. I guess it was 2 days ago on Sunday or whatever it is. And Tina Pools, who's Emily from Fibertown, said, "Oh yeah, we got 5 inches at home, but I'm at the beach." Like, I know I don't have any snow. I'm like, send the snow to Emily at the beach. So anyway, congratulations to Soul Stitches and to AKA Harley Mama. Please get me your addresses as soon as you find out that you won for the 400 member giveaway. And anyone who is hiding in the shadows, please feel free to join us. We'd love to have you with us officially.
Indeed.
And we are welcome to all our other people.
Yes, we do.
I am reiterating.
Re-welcoming.
Re-welcoming.
This is the Welcome Podcast.
The Welcome Podcast.
Okay.
Where everyone is welcome.
Everyone is welcome.
Everybody is
welcome
and is part of the team.
Everyone can be a part of the team. Everyone is welcome.
Yeah.
Okay. A PHM podcast.
Oh, gee. Now I've got that stupid song stuck in my head.
My work here is done.
Get started with the sweater along, you oboe head.
So I have a head shaped
That
like
is
an
an
oboe.
oboe. Yes. I'll get Emily here. Not that Emily.
I have
Your
a friend
Emily.
from college, a fellow
So she-
nurse, who actually plays an oboe.
So she can tune you up and play you.
Okay. Sweater along.
Yes.
With Kathy of the Knit Nerd Podcast.
Mm-hmm. It was
It
Kathy
is-
913.
Yes, it is going swimmingly.
It's great.
I am once again behind. I was all caught up before my long stretch of work, and I always get behind as soon as my long stretch starts. So, I'm sure that all the sweaters there are beautiful. I have not had a chance to look yet.
They have some amazing sweaters in there. Tilly has the prettiest sweater.
Is it the one I had already seen?
It's the blue one, the light blue one that she, instead of making 3/4 sleeve, she made it half short sleeve.
Oh, I hadn't realized she finished it.
Oh, it's pretty. And she was wearing it on the podcast today.
Oh, she put up a podcast today?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And it came out really beautifully. And you need to put Tilly Trout down. Yes, you do.
So I am behind on the thread. I hope to get.
I am all caught up.
I hope to get caught up over the long weekend.
But yeah. What are the specs of the sweater along?
They've heard the specs of the sweater along so many times. Whips are allowed.
You might have new people.
All people know the rules. It's just sort of seeps into their brain.
Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis.
Jones.
It's been going since January 1st. It will be ending March 31st, so you have a little over a month. Whips are allowed to be considered for prizes, as are finished objects. Only one whip picture per whip per week can be posted in a thread. So you have to be a member of the Ravelry group. And Kathy's rules might be a little different, but to post in her thread, you have to be a member of her Ravelry group. So for our end of things, you have to be a member of our Ravelry group. You have to be working on a sweater. I don't care if you started it before January or not. And you have to have worked on it at some point during the week that you're posting the picture. So if you have 5 sweaters going at one time, you only worked on 3 of them, post a whip picture for each of the 3 sweaters you worked on that week. And if you finished one of those sweaters, go ahead and post the finished object picture of that as well. And I'm trying to be cool. I am so not cool.
No, me either. What is it Drew said?
My nursing student, he's like 21 years old, and he
is cool.
Is cool. And he keeps trying to do these cool handshakes with me. You know, all that back and forth and all that crap. And I keep telling him I'm not cool. I've never been cool. I never will be cool. And I don't particularly want to be cool. He's tried calling me T-Dog, and
At least he's not calling you T-Bone.
oh.
She's old before her time. Old before her time.
It's interesting. We are probably complete opposites, but he's got a lot of enthusiasm.
And he's good.
And he's good.
Mm-hmm.
He's good at what he does. He'll be a good nurse.
Okay. I'm sorry. What was?
I think we finished the specs for sweater long. We just did the pseudo cool motion. That's why I got distracted.
Okay. And I'm not going to go through the prizes this time, except to say that we've had some wonderful donations.
Yeah, we're going to go through it at the beginning of the month.
Just to say that we have had donations from Maria Wilhelmina, from Eileen, who is Bella Socks, Maria Wilhelmina is Mariette. We've had donations
our very own George.
From our very own George. I'm getting to him. We have our own stuff that we've given. We had as I said, very own George, and from CC Knits, who's Carolyn. So we've had some very awesome gifts, and you will see the donations next week.
Yes.
Before we get into whips and stuff, I did want to say, now that we're heading out, as people have noticed and have been asking us, either privately or on threads, autism awareness is coming up.
This is one of, I think, our two most popular cows have to be the toy along and autism awareness. I think autism awareness always slides just above the toy along. A lot of people like that one.
So autism awareness starts in April, and we have already had some people contact us. I wanted to especially talk about Heidi, who is Undead Yarn. She contacted us. She has developed an autism awareness skein.
Yeah, she has pre-orders.
It is up on her Etsy shop for pre-orders. We will put a link to that, but it's also on the banner underneath our, on our bottom of our page, Undead Yarn. So she has it up for pre-orders. So please check it out. It is gorgeous. Hopefully we will have one to show you, I think, in the next week or two, because I think she said she sent us out a couple of skeins. So,
yeah.
So we will show you when it arrives.
It looks very nice.
It looks very nice. I think you'll like it.
I can't quite decide between a toy or Azuzi's petals.
Toy. She gave us DK weight. Toy.
True.
Toy. So
it'll probably be a toy.
It'll probably be a toy. I haven't decided if it's going to be a turtle or a bird or a rabbit or what it's going to be. But the proceeds, I think she said 20% of the proceeds is going to Autism Speaks. And that's very important. So we want you to know that. So if we'd love for you to go and look at it. If you like it, please consider supporting that worthy cause and Heidi's endeavor to do that for us and with us. We appreciate that.
It's very awesome.
That fundraising is all her.
Yes.
And but the fact that she developed the yarn for us is amazing and awesome.
Yes.
So we'd love to support that.
Indeed.
Okay. We also had another yarn that we will show you possibly next week. I don't want to tell you about it because it's a limited edition one skein, and we will talk to you about that next week. But the lady knows who she is, and we appreciate it greatly.
Very much.
So, and we will talk about her specifically next week. Okay, so whips.
I have 7. You go ahead and start.
I have 6. I can't start.
I don't care.
I'm not starting. I have 7. You have 7.
So because she's being stubborn and obnoxious,
No.
Gush.
K2 Rockets.
I have to watch myself when I say thank you to someone who's not part of the family, because I'll say K-Fu and I'll be like, oh, wait a second, that's a family thing, and then they aren't gonna get it.
When the girls were little, Davina had words too, but she doesn't like to think about those. Taya used to say K-Fu for thank you, and we would say rockets for you're welcome.
Why did you say rockets?
I think you guys said rockets too. We just picked it up. It was just, she was little, and Davina used to talk for Taya a lot of the times when she was little. So Taya didn't really talk a whole lot until she was about 2. And then she came out with full sentences.
Because I'm awesome that way.
No.
I never start off small. I start off like complete all the time.
Yeah, And she also bounced on her knees instead of walking for like 6 months of her life.
Walking's overrated.
That's probably why your knees are so screwed up. Probably. Because when we were in Belgium, we had that kind of stone tile floor. It's kind of common in Europe, especially like in Spain and that kind of stuff. It was in Belgium. And it was cold because it was wintertime. And she'd we'd try to get up on her feet, and she'd drop right back down on her knees, bounce. Not the brightest bulb in the pack.
Well, it's hereditary on my mother's side.
So you keep saying. So get started, you oboe head.
So, Since people say I look like you, does that mean you have an oboe head too?
What's the parent of an oboe? A bassoon?
I'm not sure if you want to be a bassoon head. Okay, so still working on the same stripe for the scrap log cabin. It's grown. I probably will still go a few more rows because I will probably go about as long as this stripe because I have a whole lot of yarn for this colorway. So I'm just going to keep going until I feel like not going anymore.
That's very deep.
It is very deep. And I like having the capacity to go till I feel like not going anymore.
All right, let's see here.
Still nowhere near done.
No.
But this has,
It's growing, though.
it's growing, but doesn't grow nearly as fast as yours. And I haven't been working on it overly much. I just work on it here and there when I feel like it.
Okay, I guess I'll show mine. No, I don't want to show mine. I have to take it out of the bag. I don't want to do that right now. I'll come back to that one. All right, my first project is the Appy the Owl project from the pattern Big Owl Pattern by Tamara Gal. And it was gifted to me by Allison for my birthday.
Yay, Allison.
Yay, Allison. The lovely Allison, who had the nerve to move out of country. I did a lot of work on this. I stopped because I have to do decreases, and it's not that it's difficult, but it's I have to pay attention.
Oh, hey guys, Allison made me think of Brittany. Yes, I know that's a bit of a stretch,
Yeah.
but
Not really, considering.
Brittany, who is B-Wing, has posted in the thread if anyone's going to Stitches,
Something or other.
one of the Stitches,
One of the fiber festivals.
one of the fiber festivals. She's asking if anyone else from PHN is going.
If you're in her area or you think you might be going, check out her
thread
and pop in and drop her a line so she knows. I think she'd like to meet some of you because she asked if she could.
Because she used to go with Allison, but Allison moved to Malaysia.
Malaysia, yeah.
And I don't think she's going from Malaysia to this fiber
why
festival.
not. I mean, she just hop on a plane. I mean, really, you know. But anyway, this is my owl. It looks like a hat right now, but there I was.
That'd
here.
be a big hat, Mom.
I was right here.
Oops, sorry.
Oops is a bunny.
Oops is a bunny.
I was at this red. So I made a lot of progress on this. I'm starting on the decreases. And I thought, oh, I'm close to finishing. No. This thing is going to be like this big. It's huge. And what I'm going to do, I think, eventually is I'm going to get one of Heidi's self-striping yarns.
And use it to make a
and
noise.
do a fingering weight of this. Of course,
Heidi despairs.
I know, Heidi. I'm her heathen. Her yarn heathen. But
Heidi, look, it's in a blanket. This is not a toy here.
And I made a shawl with your Shire. So not completely without hope. But I like Heidi's yarn. So this is coming along well. I'm using an F hook. It doesn't say specifically what hook to use. Some people have used H, some have used G. I probably could maybe even gone down to an E hook, but I think an F is fine. I think it'll be dense enough to.
Well, I don't think you had any E hooks free anyway.
And all my E and F hooks are in projects. I had to go buy some more, but that will be next stash enhancement because they're not here yet. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. It's quite fun. It's just that I didn't realize how many just continuous round and round and round without doing any decreases I had to do after the decreases. I think it's like 10 or 15 or 20 rows or something like that. It's just, let me see if I can find out here. 47 to 66. So that's what? That's 19 rows? Yeah, 19 rows. And that's after I finish the decreases, which are like 3 or 4 rows. But it's in my, it matches. It kind of matches. It's in my Plover Bird chai tea bag.
You mean coffee?
No, I mean chai tea with chocolate.
Coffee.
With chocolate.
Coffee.
Chai tea. Okay.
Okay. Next one is in. Oh, there it is. This is my bag, autism awareness bag. I always feel like I'm opening like a present or something when I open these bags.
I know. Isn't
Just
that
like
great?
or you know, like the which Christmas movie is it? The one I guess it could actually be either Ernest. I think Ernest is the one where the sack lights up on the inside when you open it. So like when Ernest opens the sack and
Ernest Save Christmas.
it's like, oh. So that's what I kind of feel like
Yeah.
when I open my project bag.
And this is a Knit is my bag.
Yeah, I said that.
It's a Knit is my bag.
So this is the autism awareness one.
She made this for us last year for
Yes,
autism
she did.
awareness.
This is Chris, which is Bury the Cardinal pattern by me, my design. This is, the project name is Chris, but I always just refer to it as Baby Cardinal. So I think I had the head done last week. And the beak.
I want my beak. I want my beak. Yee.
Here's the beak.
Beak, 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 beak.
And I thought I finished
Carrot. Olaf.
Oh, look at the tail. It's so small and
Bonk.
cute. Okay, anyway. I had a second body part in here somewhere. I guess it is just one. Oh, that's right. I keep thinking I'm working the bunny has two body parts.
Right.
But this one only has one. So yeah, I'm still working on increases, and then I'll be able to crochet straight for a while.
And by straight, you mean in the round?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the body is starting to form. After you do the head for the cardinal, it's really kind of easy going from there. It's just a matter of paying attention to when you increase or decrease.
Mm-hmm.
There's no more color changes. But yeah, small amounts of progress have been made. It's been my long work stretch, so I can only pick up projects here and there.
I'm going to take this off.
So that'd be all with this one.
My first sweater that I made.
Flying puzzle pieces.
Okay, the next one that I am going to be doing is, oh, I can't show you. It's in my bag, Christmas bag, my turtles bag, and it is a test pattern for Talia. All I can show you is this. Okay, that's all I'm going to show you. I can't show you anything else. Sorry. Nope, can't do it. Sorry, George. Nope.
George has already seen the projects in testing.
Yes, he has.
As has anyone who's been in the group recently,
Mm-hmm.
but in the Rabbit group recently.
George knows.
But George knows.
Our very own George knows. Okay.
You didn't get the references,
Yes,
Shannon,
I did.
Are you sure you did?
Yes, I did.
Or are you just saying
No, I got
face?
it. I got it. It took me a minute, but I got it. Don't hurt the head.
This is a gentle pat.
You're next.
Okay, so hold on. So next is my nighttime reading shawl, which is the Gaskell pattern by Sarah Jordan. I'm using brown sheep lamb's pride worsted in the colorway charcoal heather, using US 6 needles, and this is for the undead yarn shawl cow.
It's too hot to wear a hat. Well, that's looking pretty.
It is. It's growing quite nicely.
I like this. It almost in certain lights, it's not, but almost in certain lights looks like it has some green in it.
I really love
blue.
this color.
It's very nice.
And
Heidi
thank you
likes
for the
this color.
encouragement, Heidi. Yes.
Heidi, what cutting artist is so she knows where to get it if she wants it?
I got it from Craftsy.
Well, what's it called?
I just ran through that. It is the brown sheep lamb's pride worsted in the colorway charcoal heather.
And so you can find it at Craftsy most likely.
It's on my project page. But
It's really pretty. It's a little scratchy, but it's really pretty.
yeah, and I really love the color. I got it as a part of a kit for a sweater, actually.
You know what it reminds me of is the old-fashioned toys sometimes that you would pick up, like I would go to like Goodwill or something as a kid even, and the toys that would be there that people had given away from when their parents were kids,
Mm-hmm.
they would have this kind of a feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very scratchy, but it's very sturdy.
Yes, it is. And I think you're right, Heidi. It'll be nice and warm, so
Mhm.
I'm really hoping I can handle the itchiness. And I'm hoping it's not as itchy as I think it's going to be.
I think it'll wash out. I mean, if you can wash the mohair, kind of, I don't know, there's some mohair in here, I think.
There is. But I love the color.
It is gorgeous.
I love the way it's working up. I'm thoroughly enjoying this pattern.
Davina would say that's boring.
She would, but you know, she's Davina.
Yes.
So this has actually gotten some work, not a whole ton, but I think it's actually grown a fair amount
Yes,
since
it
the
has.
last time.
It has.
I think I'm a little over halfway to the halfway point.
A quarter of the way through it?
A little over halfway to the halfway
Yes,
point.
a quarter through it. About a quarter through it. Math challenged. Okay, are you finished with that?
I am, in fact.
Okay, my next project, let's see here, I can find it. In the bag that cannot be shown at the moment, is a new project. It was not on my hook last week. It's called the Spring Thaw Shawl, which is from the Scrap Shawl pattern by Anastasia Sattel, one of our donators for the Autism Awareness next time around. And I am crocheting this for the Undead Yarn shawl along with Heidi, Knitty Girl 1. The colorway, it is Reflections at Rockland's yarn in the fingering weight.
This is your first time actually knitting with
this,
it.
It is. I got this from Maryland Sheep and Wool 2 years ago. So I could probably put in some of my deep stash. This has 560 yards per skein, and there's no colorway in this.
Can I take a look?
So I'm calling it Spring Thaw because the colors remind me of a spring thaw, the green and the blue, water and grass.
Is out of the dye pot the base, or is that the colorway? Like, is it kind of like...
No, I don't think that's the colorway, because why would that doesn't make any sense.
Well, unless it's kind of like lost game, you know, the
Lost Soul, but no, she had more than one of them. And this is how far I got on this. Can you see the spine? It's got 5 spines to it. And I've made this pattern before. This is one of my favorite patterns of Anastasia's. I made it in worsted weight last time, my Zarina shawl. And this one's in fingering weight. And I really like it. It's kind of mindless. You can see what you're doing until you want to do the edging, and then I have to look at the edging because I'm not sure what the edging is. I do, when I put it aside and start up again, I have to take a look to make sure what pattern I'm on, because I sometimes get confused. I have three shawls on the hooks, so I have to make sure that
this is the simplest of your 3 shawls.
This is the simplest of them. I've got the one you gave me, and then 2 others. Do I have another one?
Well, that's more than 3 shawls.
That's 4. That's 4. I've got a fair. Suffice to say, I have a lot of shawls on the hooks, but I really like this colorway, and I like the way it shows up with the pattern. I was worried that it would be too variegated. I'm not a real big, huge variegated fan, but I don't mind pooling. I like pooling, and variegated does have its place, like on my turtle here and on my bunny. But yeah, I really am enjoying the pattern, and I just have to wait for my hooks to come in, my crochet dude hooks to come in, so it doesn't hurt my hands so much to work with it.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, so you're next.
In my TARDIS bag, which is a Cloverbird bag. This is my bigger on the inside, and in here is my Obsidian, which is a calligraphy cardigan by Hannah Fettig. Thank you. I was trying to say fatigue. I'm like, that's not what I want to say.
You do that every time you do this sweater.
Hannah Fettig. Using Miss Babs Yowza Skein in the colorway Obsidian. And it's for our sweater along.
I thought you didn't do a sweater, work on a sweater this week.
No, I didn't work on the cabled one this week.
Oh, buck.
So, I mean, I didn't work a lot on this, but I did work on it some.
Are you starting on the body here?
Oh yeah, just started the body last week.
This looks like it's all stockinette.
Yeah, it is all stockinette with increases.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So collar's built, and I'm working my way toward the shoulders. So this is going to be a really nice sweater to have. I look forward to it. And it's so far a nice, simple knit. Although I think I mentioned last week that if you're a brand new knitter, it assumes that you know certain things. The pattern does. It's not that what tells you to do is complicated. It's just that if you don't know certain things, you might be like, wait, where does it tell me to do that? It expects you to fill in some of the blanks.
Right. Okay, my next one is one that I haven't worked on in a while. Most of the stuff that was portable, I couldn't carry with me to church today for my adoration hour. So I brought something I hadn't worked on for a while, and this is my Christmas stocking. It's in my Clover Bird Black Sheep bag.
Makes me think of Dan telling Kay that
And that's exactly what this is.
that she's finished. She finished her Christmas Eve stocks in time for
Next year.
this Christmas Eve.
Yes. So, Kay, this is my Christmas stocking that I started before Christmas, but see, it's actually for next Christmas.
For this coming Christmas.
This coming Christmas. And I did about almost, I think I did 3.5 rows. Here's the
Oh wow!
heel flap, and here is I'm starting on the foot here.
I mean, I know you were around this point earlier, but
I had about halfway of the red, of this first red here. So I did finish the red, did the white, finished the green.
But I guess because I haven't seen it in a while, I didn't register quite how big it was.
And here's the little, yeah, I'm going to have to reinforce this because I don't think it's very strong.
Hang on, let's bring this down where they can see it.
Like that. So,
and I'm moving my finger through it.
Okay.
Sorry, they can see that it's, yeah, you're going to have to reinforce this.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's not very strong, so I'll just,
so it hangs like that.
If you pull it up, you can see that, okay, so, I'm not sure how it hangs. I guess I'll see it better with the foot is on there, but this is the heel flap here, and then this is the beginning of the foot. Here, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'll
You're
see
basically doing an afterthought heel.
Yeah, I guess so. I've never done a heel of any kind.
Although, I guess afterthought would be like if you were cutting the stitches or something. You're doing the heel afterwards, but you have to plan for it.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to be a true foot because I'm just going round and round and round. So
yeah, well,
I think it's just kind of slightly.
It's not supposed to actually go on anyone's foot.
So I'm looking forward to finishing this. So the recipient will be happy to get it. Doesn't know I'm making it, so.
Well, the recipient might know you're making it.
But doesn't, well, maybe not. Anyway, I forget what I tell that person. So, and that person does watch the podcast, so. I can't go through it. And this is the Logan's Holiday Stocking pattern by Kristen Omdahl. I like her patterns. And I'm using an H hook and Knit Picks Bravo worsted in cream red and hunter. So I'm enjoying this. It's fun. That one can fly. Whoops.
Sheepy flies.
Yes. Flying sheep.
Okay, so the next project is my bunny, second baby bunny. Name is still under argument.
There it is. Oops, there it is.
So baby Oopsie 2.
Rerun?
This is again one of my patterns, Oops the Bunny. I'm using various different Knit Picks colors, and I'm using Undead Yarn, Werewolf, in the colorway Roadkill, and I'm using a size E hook. I love the way this is working up.
It's so pretty.
I actually liked the Roadkill a little better than the original color. Look at this.
A little more
guy.
subtle.
So that's
My baby bunny's crying.
I didn't say I disliked him.
Yes, you did.
And besides, it's a teen bunny.
You made it cry.
Yours is a teen bunny. Mine's a baby bunny.
How do you know it's not a baby bunny?
It's a big baby bunny.
Maybe it is a big baby bunny.
Besides, according to the cat, your bunny is married to Oops.
Yes.
So
if you want to check out the story a friend of ours wrote for the bunnies, go to my project page. I put it there. But it's really cute.
So there's the head of my baby bunny.
She chopped off his head.
And I finished the upper body / chest. I need to push that end into the body.
I might be able to enter my little teen bunny in the little along if Tilly is doing her sheep.
Yeah, because it's still miniaturized of my pattern.
Yeah. I'll just put them together and say the little one is the one that.
Yeah.
And she can take it out if she doesn't want it.
Or you could just write a note that says, the original pattern called for a size blank hook and size blank needle,
And she can
size
still,
blank
yeah,
yarn.
she can still take it out if she wants to. That's up to her. It's her along.
But I need to enter my baby oops, my first baby oops into it. But and then here is the back part of the body. So that'll be going in like that.
And we were talking about Little Bobbin's Little Long, I think she
It's
calls it.
Little Long. It's her and Little Yellow Uke.
Little Yellow Uke. So if you're interested in that, check them out at the Little Bobbin.
Now, it ends in February.
Oh, does it?
I believe it does. Because I think someone said it was the February long.
I better get a move on putting my oops in then. Okay, so my last, well, let's see. I actually have two more. My Between Friends. I got a lot of work done on this. I ended up ordering 3 more skeins of yarn for this with an Amazon card that I have, which will be stash enhancements next week most likely, because I want to add 4 rows, and I was looking at the project pages of what yarn amounts people were using, and I'm a little shy to even do what I have. I mean, I can probably make it, squeeze with it, but I want to make sure I have enough.
She doesn't want to play yarn chicken.
I don't want to play yarn chicken, and I want to have enough to make a hat or some mitts to go with this. So I am planning on keeping this one for myself. I love the pattern. It does take a while to make, but it's fairly relaxing. You have to pay attention to the count. You know, count it every so often.
I love how it looks.
See what it looks like? It's those old-fashioned bedspreads.
Yeah.
I might have to do this as a bedspread, but that's going to take me forever.
Yes,
it will have to be a plop. It will have to be a plop. But I'm enjoying this immensely.
Well, you can just be like Kay, where you have 5 million blankets going at once. Their last podcast, she had like 20 blankets.
I have 3. I have 3.
She beat you.
I think I have 3.
She beat you. I think she had like 4 or 5.
But I really like this a lot, and this is a Kim Guzman pattern. It's the Friendship Shawl pattern. It is a free pattern. I am using a 5.5 millimeter eye hook and Lion Brand woolly solids. I believe it's Heathers and Twists in the Fisherman colorway. And it's a nice pattern. My husband likes this pattern. So it's
very classy.
I could potentially make a blanket or something out of this, or a bedspread or something. Make a nice wedding gift.
It would make a nice wedding gift.
And this is living in my Knitting's My Bag angel bag.
We don't know anyone who's getting married.
Yeah. Well, by the time I finish it, maybe we will. Of course, I could just sell it.
Yeah, that would be expensive, though.
Yeah. I'd have to ask, Kim, because if we sell it, we have Ty mentioned this last week, we have a Christmas bazaar type thing where you can have tables for your crafts. And if I have something like this to sell, it would be, if we sold this, it would go to the pregnancy center.
Yeah.
So the proceeds would go to the pregnancy center. So it wouldn't be for us.
Yeah.
It would be minus whatever we have to do to pay for the table.
Yeah.
And then
I think for something like that, though, you would almost have to do a raffle.
Yeah.
Because
you can't do a raffle, though. You have to get special permission because that's considered gambling.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Okay.
That's my understanding. But we could ask Father. I mean, if I ever finish one that looks really nice and it's Afghan size, or even, we might do something like that. But this is a fun pattern.
It's a lot easier than putting a price on something that looks that classy.
So I'm really enjoying this. I like the bag. I like the yarn. I like the pattern. I like the fact that it's free. Yeah, I think I might not use Lion Brand woolies for this again because it's a little splitty. I might use what they ask for. I think it's they ask for Caron Simply Soft, which is splitty as well. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
I would go with that color again.
I like this color. I would use this. I would use a silver gray, red, green.
For a bedspread, though, you should go with that color.
Oh, yeah.
It would look so classy.
It would look very classy. So, yeah, I'm liking that a lot.
Okay. So, went over that one. Oh, yes. The next one is one that can't be shown, so you'll just get to see the bag. In the Kissing Bunnies is my test of one of my patterns. And I haven't gotten to the eyes yet. I'm almost to the eyes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I am on the second part.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now my last project is in
Flying bunnies.
you muscles to do this. In my Vera Bradley bag, you can see it's bulging, is my
You're very close to the end of that, aren't
blanket.
you?
Well, sort of. I did a little bit of work on this. It's getting longer. It's taking me longer to finish the stripe.
I don't envy you all the end weaving in. I've been weaving in my ends as I finish each log.
Yeah, I should probably do some of those now before, at least some of them. But I'm working on this royal blue color now.
Oh,
I'm
that's
back in the
so
blues.
pretty.
And
What yarn is that?
um,
Is that Red Heart
this is Red
Love?
Heart Love.
Red Heart with Love. I thought it was Red Heart with Love. Bless you. That's the only color
Peacock.
That's such a pretty color.
I gravitate to peacock and dragonfly and that kind of color. But excuse me,
Bless you.
I apologize if you have earbuds. So this is
Yes, stop sneezing. You're not allowed to be human.
too late. I started on this side here. I think I was working on this color when we were here last week, and I'm working on this one now. I have several blues lined up, and then if I need to do more colors, I'll go back to the greens and so on. But
And so on and so forth.
And I want to thank Katie, who is Faithful Knitter. Thank you very much for your comment on my on my blanket. I'm glad you like it. It makes me happy that you like it. It is very bright, and I like it a lot.
I
And
like the way the colors changed.
Yeah, it's
It's a lot more organized than mine.
Well,
it's very rainbowy.
Yeah, it's quite bright. I might use it for the autism awareness if I can finish it. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm enjoying this one.
Oh, this covers me for autism awareness. Yes!
It's not bright enough. Well, I guess that and this will count. And maybe this one here.
It's got enough bright colors. Hey, it's our rules.
You can't change the rules for yourself. But you can't win anything anyway, so. Rule Nazi. Whap! But yeah, it's my own pattern, and I don't know when this is going to be finished, but when it is, I will start another one, because I have to make one for the front room, and then I need to make some for the...
it's more of a recipe than a pattern.
Yeah, it's very relaxing, and it's fun, and I enjoy it, so I will continue to make it.
Alrighty. Well, in my, because the shawl changed bags. Now in my Kitties in the News bag, which is a silver shed bag, and it has my autism awareness Zeta Bopper pill.
Yeah, my Zeta Bopper pill bag didn't get used because I didn't do my sweater. Or my shawl, whatever one I have in there. I didn't use that bag this time.
Okay, there we go. Oh, and I can't pull this out. This is...
Oh, yeah.
a new design. Yeah, that was started... It's been sketched out for a while. Davina's been wanting me to start actually working on this one. I started it Friday, and it's another toy, almost done with the head. So.
And George has been very encouraging for you in that.
Yes. I just can't seem to stop.
Mm-hmm.
It's a serious obsession.
Hello, she's Talia, and she has a
I have a toy problem. So. Yes, and here is another new design. What might be kind of funny is, depending on how fast I finish this, it might be in testing concurrently with another pattern of mine.
Yeah.
So, see.
Okay. Let me see here. I think that does it for whips. Did you want to? You said you wanted to go into acquisitions before we did FOs.
Yes, let's do that.
All right. What do you want to start with?
Bagses.
Okay. Talia got us bags for me, Davina, and herself for Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day was really just the excuse.
Look, Dan. Obi-Wan Kenobi, look at
Knitter.
Look at this. Obi-Wan Knitter, yes. Look at this. Dan. It's Death Star schematics and
TIE Fighters.
TIE Fighters, and I forget what those walkers are called.
Oh, they are the, oh, Dan.
Dan, what are they called?
They were just called walkers, weren't they?
Are they called walkers? I'm trying to see here.
I used to know that.
I used to know that too, and I can't remember what this is called. But anyway, it's got all the schematics for the TIE fighters and the Death Star and whatever those walkers are called. Looks like
I used to always just call them walkers.
X-wings as well.
No, these are just all the bad guy things. Cause
they might be the Y-wing. Or no, I guess the Y-wings were the Rebels, Republic.
yeah, it's a TIE fighter.
Yeah, TIE fighters. But anyway, this is really cool. This is the Silver Shed. This is Ann Brody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is her extra large. Okay, you saw Ty. Let me see yours again.
I threw it.
Okay, you saw hers, and you've seen mine in the past. 2 extra large. This is the next size down. It's quite roomy.
Just don't throw that one. We'll compare it in a second.
No. This is the one that has my shawl in it. And I love her bags. I mean, I didn't think I would like.
Oh, show the thing inside.
Oh, I will. Okay, yeah, you're right. I love. I never thought I would like zipper bags or wedge bags. Between Denise and Anne,
Mm-hmm.
they have changed my mind. I still love my drawstrings, but if I get zipper bags, it will be one of those 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
This comes with. Ty got me this as well. It was an extra, but it is a.
Oh, Mom, this is the other thing that it has on. Remember, these were on Endor.
Yes.
I don't know what these were called. These things were on Endor.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is on Hoth.
Yeah. And then this. Yeah. They don't have the names. They just have all the pieces and parts. Dan, you've got to look at this fabric. Okay, if you can find this for him, it has all the neat schematic information on it. But anyway, this has got a nice little.
And she might still have the ability. Like she had several choices available. This wasn't the only bag.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she's got a lot of stuff.
So
she's fantastic.
Yeah, if you want to pick up a bag like that.
This is my Notions pouch. Now Davina, Taya got Davina the Rainbow Kitties.
Yeah, it was Rainbow Kitties.
I thought it looks like Autism Awareness, but the way the kitties are all set up.
Yeah, because they're kind of attached like puzzle pieces, but they're kitties.
But they're kitties. So we got these nice bags, and I love this. I mean,
it has a strap. This
one has a strap on it, so we can carry it around. Davina's got her strap because she carries her stuff around. Talia has her strap, and it's just wonderful. I mean, Anne's bags are very well made, and they're very reasonably priced.
Yes. Here's mine. I got the, what was it, XX large?
The 2X large, yeah.
2X large.
This, you can see the difference.
Yes.
It's not a whole lot of difference, but it's enough.
It's enough.
Well, you got it scrunched, too.
Yes, I do. Well, it's full.
It's full.
This has my shawl in it. Look at the froggies.
I love all the different froggies.
They're the cute frogs, the ones I consider the cute froggies.
And Taya gave me the choice because Anne didn't have the double extra large in this. So she said, Mom, which one do you want? And I said, this is fine.
Look at all the cute. I always have loved like amphibians and reptiles.
Yeah. And
I had books and books on both of them. Look at those little
Look at the blue frog. That little blue frog.
Working my way. Look at
the blue frog.
Look at him.
Show the blue frog. And the yellow one that's turning blue. Some of them are turning blue. Maybe they're cold.
He's not turning blue. No, Mom, this is his color.
He's turning blue.
This is his color.
I love these bags.
Very awesome. And I also have a matching Notions pouch.
She has a lot of different fabrics that are well worth looking at.
Oh, look, it has the blue frog on there.
Yes, I saw that. It's on here.
Well, I mean, it's actually on the Notions pouch. It's probably actually the cutest one on the Notions pouch.
And we have these cute little key ring things that you can take off of here if you want to. I guess if you wanted to attach it to out here or to purse or whatever. And you could also, what I would do even is put my locking stitch markers.
Oh, that's a good idea.
On here, so I don't have to keep unzipping.
Yeah.
But it's very, very nice, very well done. Look at the inside of this. It's kind of like a diamond, and it goes really well.
Mine's a chevron.
So very nicely done. Very pleased. I left a really nice review for Anne because she's fantastic.
Oh, I'm very.
She has donated something for the Autism Awareness prize draw too.
And I also have a matching strap.
Yes.
Which is why my shawl moved out of my other bag. My other bag I don't have a strap for, and that works really well for toys.
Mm-hmm.
but I like carrying my shawl with me, and I really needed a strap, so I wasn't just lifting it
Right.
under my arm.
How many others do you have for the
We have,
royalties? Do we have
just one more.
Okay. We had something come in today. Excuse me while I get out of frame. It was supposed to come yesterday, but I think the weather over the weekend kind of kept it in Maryland instead of getting over here.
This person's day is about to get a lot better.
Yes.
And yarn box.
Yarn box. We did open it because we couldn't wait.
Cause extreme happiness. I was so jealous of whoever was on Facebook. I can't remember who it was. Who was like, I got my yarn box today. This was yesterday. I was like, I want my yarn box today.
She must not have had bad weather.
Yeah.
Bad person. Mean person. Cruel and unusual punishment person. Let's open it. So we can show. This is gorgeous. And we did get the same color.
Yes, and we knew that would probably happen.
Because we had the same stuff written down.
But our patterns, you can go ahead and show the
I'll show the crochet.
and I'll
This
show
is
the
the crochet.
we got both patterns.
Yeah, it's back and front.
It's the same designer. Her name is Kira Delaney.
I'm going to have to check her out because usually for the designer of the month they give a coupon code.
Right.
So I'm going to have to check her out. And I actually like the knitted thing. I don't know if I'm up to that skill level yet.
And we also get double garter stitch. Actually,
yes, double garter stitch here is the stitch they showed us. They alternate.
And I'm not familiar with this stitch. I might need to look at this a little bit better.
They alternate whether they give you a crochet or a knit stitch. And
now
this yarn, look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't this gorgeous? I mean, look at this.
Look, and it's happy.
It's
It's
got
2 different yarn brands. The gorgeousness,
yeah. Okay.
that's the teal color, is knitted width.
Yes.
And
Well, it's Fine Treasures from the Sassy Girl.
and the color, I think the colorway is Black Forest, and the base is Polworth Shimmer.
Yeah, it's 85% Polworth wool, 15% silk, and it's 330 yards. There's no price because it came with the kit, and it's wonderful.
And
oh, look at that! Wow.
This one
is
Sincere Sheep. The name is Luminous. The content is 15% Tussa silk.
It's Aegean is the color.
Yeah, I guess the Luminous might be the base.
Base, yeah. Tussa silk. It's the same. It's the same. Setup. Yeah, the same. I can't think of it. Percentages of what is in it, both silk and wool. A Tussle silk, Polworth wool. They're both DK and they're both 330 yards.
Yeah, so.
And they are really soft. They are really gorgeous. I cannot say enough about this. I am really impressed with Yarn Box. I had a birthday, as you all know, and I got money from my parents, and I only spent part of it. And I told my husband I had enough to let it ride for next month. So I'm letting it ride.
I love both these colors, but I especially love this one.
color, yes.
It's not just a flat color.
No, it's got little. It's got green,
blues and greens.
It's got a green that, if you look closely, it's got the same kind of base underneath it as this color here.
And this one has like a little bit of brown.
Brown in it, yeah.
It's very nice.
A little bit of tan. They're not flat, and they're so pretty and so soft.
I can either make what it tells me to make, or I can make 2 different projects.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can make a toy.
No, not out of silk. See, Heidi, I am not quite a heathen. She is a complete heathen. But very much well worth it.
Free yarn.
And you need to tell Yarn Box how much we like them.
Yes.
Again. I don't know how they got tagged last time. But
I don't know how they found out last time.
we need to make sure they know, because I am very pleased with this. Extremely pleased. If you can get into Yarn Box, for this month, I looked, I think it was yesterday or this morning I looked, and they had 14 of these left, but the luxury and the sock were out until the next time around. So
I bet those go pretty quickly, but I don't need luxury and sock with
I don't need
this.
luxury.
This is really nice.
This is good for me. So, very happy with that. Okay. So
I need to read more about that double garter stitch. That's really interesting.
yeah, that looks interesting. Okay.
Okay, so next,
You want to do FO?
oh yes, FO. It's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean just, I have to go out of frame because it's a big one.
It is a big one.
Physically.
It is big. Physically big.
So, as you know, I have a pattern in testing right now.
That's the one that you cannot see in my bag.
So, this is Timmy the Timid Turtle.
He's so cute.
He has a little old mouth.
Oh, and he doesn't even have his back legs out or his tail out.
His big eyes. He's scared. He's just starting to get his neck out there. His legs aren't out all the way. They're just sort of starting to. His front legs aren't out all the way. He's just starting to bring them out. He's got his back legs hidden in his shell still, and he has the tail hidden still. Idea was I wanted a pillow turtle, and then I was like, well, this would make a really good turtle for, like, you know, when you're up reading or knitting in bed.
Toby has heaved a sigh of relief.
Oh no, he'll still get tortured. So here is Timmy. He's a very large turtle. My second one that's in my bunny bag is being done in DK weights in undead yarn. All undead yarn, Heidi. I have 3 different undead yarn colorways in that one. So yes, Timmy is in testing. Thank you for the people who have agreed to test him. He will be released, I think I said April 20th. It was before Easter.
No, not April 20th. It's not before Easter.
Okay, I thought it was before Easter. Maybe it's not.
No, if you were giving us at least 6 weeks, and you started it just recently, so it's around Easter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there he is. He's actually pretty simple. Not as much color work as previous patterns. So there he is.
And this is one, if I can get my eyes to adjust to, is it Too Nandy?
Yes, Too Nandy.
Too Nandy. What's her name?
Heather.
Heather. If I can adjust with light to see the stitches, I will do a fingering weight of this.
And the reason why we're talking to Too Nandy is she made my day yesterday. She's the first person who was not a tester, or not me, to work my oops pattern. Really made me excited because, yeah, she just decided that she was going to make oops.
And she put it in little bobbins.
Yeah, she put it in little bobbins because she made what she called a mini oops because it was made out of fingering weight and it being 5 inches tall.
And she I was talking to her about it because she did it in black or gray. I forget.
She did it in gray.
Very, very dark. And I was like, how do you see with that? And she said that she likes direct light, no shadows, which I'm like, okay, yeah, that's not happening in my house. But it was beautiful. It turned out beautifully.
Oh, adorable little oops.
But before we go past, I don't want to take Talia's thunder, but before I forget, a lot of us are doing blankets, and Nicolo's World, is having a year-long blanket-along, and I believe she does have prizes, so if you're interested in that, hop over to Nicolo's World, and join her group, and I don't know if she accepts whips or not. You'd have to read her rules. I haven't put anything in yet because I haven't checked to see if she's accepting whips or not. But it might be fun for you to do. If you're already doing the blanket, you might as well.
Exactly. It's okay.
You know, she's Kay and Denise and.
That's right. Denise is working a blanket.
Yeah, Tilly I think is doing a blanket, isn't she? Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
doing a blanket.
Is she done with the crochet one yet?
No. And Play Nice, Tracy. We have to put Tracy down. Play Nice.
But I'm playing with my turtle.
Yes. So just check out Nicole if you think that you might want to join the blanket along. It doesn't have to, it can be started whenever. You could have started that blanket in 1955 for all she cares, if you're old enough to start it that late. But she doesn't care when it started, as long as you
start that early?
Yes. That's what I mean. Okay, but yeah, this turned out beautifully. I'm so excited about this.
So he's going to go and...
No.
What?
Put him right here.
There's not enough room.
Go right there.
Oh, he might sit here. Okay. He's a big turtle.
He's a big turtle.
You'll hurt the other animals.
The gentle giant. Okay.
What are those big turtles called?
Galapagos turtle.
Okay.
Yes. Galapagos
turtle. Galapagos.
All right. Do you have any... We flipped it, but did we forget anything when we flipped it?
We have, I'm sorry, we're trying to work around a ginormous turtle. Okay, don't hurt the other animals.
Okay.
Oh, I put this all in the wrong area. Oh no, that was actual royalties. Something else I picked up, Dan Jones.
What's in your bookshelf?
What's in your bookshelf is not helping my problem.
She has multiple problems.
You mentioned The Wall, Rome's Greatest Frontier, about Hadrian's Wall. I had to pick it up. I've started it. It's your fault. I'm enjoying it so far, but I was reading right before I got to bed.
I'll wait till she finishes it and borrow it from her.
It's on my Kindle.
I'll borrow it from you.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
There's
a way for us to do that because we're both on Amazon.
That's true. I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
But yes, Dan's currently reading it. It's all his fault.
Yes. I'm sorry.
But
sorry, that was a story reference. And that was rude. Sorry.
Yes. Thank you for the suggestion, Dan. Mm-hmm. And okay, Dan, thank you for thinking of me to when you mentioned on the podcast. I think I'm going to enjoy the book.
Yeah. Okay. We actually saw Hadrian's Wall when we went to Scotland.
You see, I don't remember it.
Yeah. It was just little bits and pieces. We were on our way to Edinburgh, and I love Edinburgh. I probably told this on the podcast before, but when I was talking to Denise, probably. But I might have been an email. But we were in Edinburgh, and we were looking around. I think we were looking for a church to go to Mass. And we got stopped by somebody who was doing some kind of a census. And they asked us if we were, what our nationality was. And we said we were American. They said, there's no American on the list. I said, well, that's what we are. I said, well, where do you live? We said, England. Said, you're British. So can we be adopted British? English people? We'll work on the accent. The accent that you don't have over there, but we need to get over here. Hi, Dan and Kay. Hi, Denise.
Yes. Tilly.
Don't forget Tracy. We have a lot of British podcasters out
well,
there.
Well, isn't Little Bob and She's British, too.
She is British, yes. I think she's British.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she is.
Yeah, I know we have some Australians too, so sometimes I get
I'm pretty sure she's British.
Yeah, but yeah. What else did you have to?
Worked on the shared story. Was watching Great Courses. The guy who does the Roman class, you can tell it's an older class. I'm really having to slog through it. I don't think it's the material. It's the way he teaches it. This is the first time I've not enjoyed a Great Courses. I really feel like I'm working hard to get through it, which is a shame. It wasn't one of the more expensive ones, though.
Right.
It was less expensive, but I'm a little disappointed because I had great hopes for it. I really wanted to learn about the Roman history. I am picking up things here and there, but he's just very hard to listen to. So I'm listening to it when I can. Reading the third book in the Heritage of Sonara series.
Yeah, I think I'm about maybe, I don't know. I'm in the center of it. I think I'm hitting toward the climax. I think.
I'm not nearly as far, but
you're not too far behind me. I guess when I say I'm hitting toward the climax, I'm talking about the middle, but where everything starts going up.
Yeah, early middle, not middle. Mentioned Heather Tenandy making a finger-weight oops. Makes me very, very happy. And I worked a bit on the shared story.
Okay, that's awesome. I'm glad because not that there's any hurry with it. I had it for 3 months. I had a reason for having it for that long, but anyway. I did some writing. I actually hadn't done any writing, and I sat down and I wrote almost 1,000 words in a sitting. It took me about 2 hours. And I want to thank all the people who have been interested in my writing. There are a couple people that I need to get back to about it. They know who they are. I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. I did send something out to one of the people, and she knows who she is. She already gave me a comment, which I really appreciated. She liked it very much. So that made me happy. This was a very it's been a long time since I've just went ahead and written something, so it felt good. It's not what I feel is my best writing, but it feels good to be writing again and kind of loosening the joints and getting the creative juices flowing in that way again. I also
stretching those muscles.
Yes, and I've also I ended up posting prompts to my other 2 writing sites, 2 out of 3 of my writing sites. I actually ended up doing an alternative prompt list because the lady who was doing the prompt list is still having trouble with her computer. So I did that. I don't have to post prompts every day now, so people can do that. And I don't mind doing that. The people are great there. It's just that I thought they might get tired of my style of prompting. So I wanted other people to do it. So they're doing that. Somebody else is doing that now, and I can just sit back and relax. I think that's
it for me.
Yeah, we did about the Shannara and all that. Want to thank once again the Bella Socks for her donation of yarn to the podcast, Maria Wilhelmina, and it's an ongoing that we're diminishing their pot with each, because they sent us quite a bit of yarn. So we are.
I think they said to us, what, 6 months ago?
Yeah, and we've used it for like 3 alongs, I think. So it's really been helpful. And then we had several comments on our YouTube site from Joan Bell, Leona, Renee L, and Knitterly Goodness. We want to thank you for your comments. I think we answered all of them.
I know I answered the first person, but I haven't.
That was Knitterly Goodness. I answered.
I tried to actually reply to you, Knitterly Goodness. I'm not sure if you've seen it. It wouldn't let me reply to you. I don't know why.
To you. I tried as well. My reply to you, I don't know if I don't think I actually replied because you answered it.
Yeah.
But I was looking for the reply button so I could reply to you before I saw Taya's answer, and there's no reply button. So it's not that we ignored you. Her reply is just as a new post.
Yeah. So I tried.
Yeah. So, and if anybody has commented on iTunes, I haven't seen them, so I apologize. We appreciate all the comments, all the reviews. The more you do that for us or your other podcasts that you watch, the higher up we get on the, I guess, on the list that people, when they look for knitting and crocheting podcasts.
I don't know if it actually does anything or not.
It does. It does. Apparently it does. Because I've heard many podcasters say that.
Well, just because many people say it doesn't.
Oh, stop. She's such a pain in my neck. Anyway, so if you want to do that, that would be great. I think that's it. We talked about autism awareness coming up. We talked about everything else.
I'm hungry.
No, you're Talia.
No, I think Talia's gone away, and now hungry has replaced her.
I don't think so.
I might start eating you if I don't get to eat soon.
Eat that. It's more meat on its bones. Anyway, we want to thank you for joining us once again. We wish you a wonderful week full of knitting, crocheting, dyeing, spinning, whatever it is you like to do. This is Pen, Hook, and Needle Podcast, episode 143, and that's a wrap.